أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وأنا لما سمعنا الهدى آمنا به فمن يؤمن بربه فلا يخاف بخسا ولا رهقا وأنا منا المسلمون ومنا القاسطون فمن أسلم فأولئك تحروا رشدا وأما القاسطون فكانوا لجهنم حطبا. And that when we heard the guiding discourse, we believed in it. So if one believes in his Lord, he will have no fear of either any curtailment in his reward or any excess in his punishment. And that some of us are Muslims and some of us are unjust. Now those who submitted to Islam have found out the right path. As for the unjust, they have become firewood for Jahannam. So we continue with Surah al-Jinn, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in these ayat that we have been reading has been narrating to us the conversation that took place amongst the jinn after they heard Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam reciting the Quran in Salatul Fajr. So first the jinn spoke about the Tawheed, the oneness of Allah. Then they spoke about the Risalah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And then they spoke about Ba'ath Ba'd al-Maut, the resurrection after death. And then they spoke about how they have been prohibited or prevented from listening to the conversations of the Malaika, and this must be for a great reason. And then finally they said that وَأَنَّا ظَنَنَّا أَن لَن نُعْجِزَ اللَّهَ فِي الْأَرْضِ وَلَن نُعْجِزَهُ هَرَبًا. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is in control of each and every single thing. The entire earth, and in fact the entire universe, is within the dominion and the control of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So no matter where you go and what you do, you can never ever go against the irada and the mashiyah and the decision of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you can never escape from Him. Now the jinn, they continue, again they go back now to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the hidayah which Allah has given them. So they say, وَأَنَّا لَمَّا سَمِعْنَا الْهُدَى. When we heard the hidayah and the guidance, meaning the Quran, آمَنَّا بِهِ, we immediately believed in it. And we had certainty that this is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فَمَنْ يُؤْمِن بِرَبِّهِ. When you bring iman in Allah and you do good, فَلَا يَخَافُ بَخْسًا, then there is no fear of any curtailment in reward. Meaning once you bring iman and you do a'mal salihah and you obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then any good that you do, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will record that and will give you the reward for it. In fact, Allah will give you more than what you actually deserve. Any good deed that you do automatically is multiplied 10 times. وَلَا رَهَقَا, and there is no fear of excess in punishment. Any sin that you commit, any mistake that you make, you will only that will be recorded. Nothing extra will be recorded by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the wrongs that we do. In fact, if a person makes tawbah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala erases all of that and forgives that. So Allah increases the good and Allah reduces the evil. This is if you bring iman in Allah. وَأَنَّا مِنَّا الْمُسْلِمُونَ وَمِنَّا الْقَاسِطُونَ. Then they went on to explain that now amongst us, some of us have become Muslim. We have believed in the Quran, we have believed in Allah, we have believed in Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. وَمِنَّا الْقَاسِطُونَ. But amongst us, there are the zalimun as well, the unjust. Those despite being amongst the jinn, just like how amongst the humans as well, that despite the hidayah coming to them, they refuse to believe. فَمَنْ أَسْلَمَ. Those who have become Muslim, فَأُولَٰئِكَ تَحَرَّ رَشَدًا. They have found the right path. This will lead them to Allah, and this path will lead them to the Jannah and the Rida and the pleasure of Allah. وَأَمَّا الْقَاسِطُونَ. Those who are unjust, those who are zalim, those who are oppressing themselves, فَكَانُوا لِجَهَنَّمَ حَطَبًا. In the akhirah, they will become the firewood for the fire of Jahannam. As Allah mentions in many places in the Quran, that وَقُودُهَا النَّاسُ وَالْحِجَارَةُ. The fuel of Jahannam will be stones and will be an-nas, the people and the jinn. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make the fire of Jahannam blaze and burn through the bodies that will burn in there of the jinnat and the insan. So those who are unjust, this is going to be their outcome on the day of Qiyamah. And then here is now where the conversation of the jinnat, it ends over here. And then from there onwards, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks about some other things. Inshallah, we'll read that. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to keep us all steadfast upon this beautiful deen of Islam. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala always keep us on the path of hidayah and guidance, upon the path of rashad and uprightness. And may Allah protect us from being amongst the qasitun and the zalimun. And may Allah forgive us, may Allah be pleased with this. Amin ya Rabbil Alameen. Wa sallallahu wa sallim ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Alhamdulillah.